Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is an absolutely gorgeous day to get completely lost in some top-tier daytime drama. We are so ready to dive into the absolute madness unfolding on our screens. So grab a cozy drink, get comfortable, and let's unpack this wild ride together. Stop what you are doing. You guys, I am deceased. I am literally shaking right now, and we need to talk about this now. The sheer unadulterated chaos that is erupting across Port Charles right now is straight up breaking my brain. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Let's talk about the absolute disaster on Route 91. You guys know the crash, right? Jordan Ashford and Curtis Ashford were in the car, and they were having this deeply romantic, passionate moment. Jordan took her eyes off the road for just a second to kiss Curtis, and suddenly everything went completely sideways. Now, Jordan Ashford is literally fighting for her life in a hospital bed, hooked up to machines, and it is genuinely the most heartbreaking thing ever. Curtis Ashford is completely losing his mind. He is pacing the hospital halls like a caged lion, vowing to find the culprit who caused this wreck. And the angst is genuinely off the charts. He is straight up out for blood, and you can feel the raw, unfiltered rage radiating off of him. But here is the kicker, which is honestly so unhinged. The person who actually caused this entire mess and hit the guardrail is none other than Brook Lynn Quartermain. Yes, besties. Brook Lynn was tipsy after having a few glasses of wine at Charlie's pub for Gio's performance hit the guardrail on that dark road, and just kept on driving. She basically fled the scene of a horrific accident because she was terrified of failing a breathalyzer. I mean, the absolute audacity of it all. She didn't even stop to see if anyone was hurt. She just panicked and sped off into the night, leaving a literal trail of destruction in her wake. Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Tracy Quartermain is involved. And don't even get me started on the vibes. Tracy is straight up running a mafia-level cover-up for Brook Lynn. As soon as Brook Lynn confessed what she did, Tracy went into full crisis mode. She is demanding absolute silence, scrubbing evidence, and basically treating this hit and run like a minor inconvenience to the Quartermain empire. Tracy is dragging Brook Lynn by the ear, telling her to zip it, lock it, and throw away the key. It is so toxic, but also like classic Tracy. She will protect the family name, even if she has to burn the rest of the town down to do it. She is legit acting like she can just buy their way out of a felony hit and run. But wait, Dante Falconeri is on the case, and our favorite detective never misses a beat. Dante was scouring the crash scene, looking through the wreckage and the burned branches, and what does he find? A piece of a shattered headlight. And not just any headlight, besties. A headlight fragment that perfectly matches the exact luxury make and model of the Quartermain family vehicles. I am genuinely screaming at my screen. Dante is putting the puzzle pieces together, and the walls are closing in so fast. He is relentless, and he isn't going to stop until he matches that plastic shard to Brook Lynn's exact car. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on. But seriously, Dante is about to bust this entire cover-up wide open, and the fallout is going to be biblical. And while Tracy is trying to play mob boss, Brook Lynn is literally crumbling into a million pieces of guilt. She is racked with so much remorse that she can barely look at her own reflection in the mirror. Why? Because of baby Phoebe? Brook Lynn and Harrison Chase were just conditionally approved to foster this precious little angel. And now Brook Lynn realizes that her one night of tipsy driving is going to completely destroy her chances of being a mother to Phoebe. She is Spiraling, crying, pacing her bedroom, she knows that if the truth comes out, social services will snatch that baby away faster than you can say Quartermain scandal. She is basically living in a waking nightmare, carrying this massive heavy burden of guilt while trying to smile and play house. Speaking of Chase, the poor guy is walking around with his big, beautiful puppy dog eyes, but his cop instincts are finally kicking in. Chase is starting to suspect that his wife is hiding something absolutely massive from him. The tension in their marriage right now is thick enough to cut with a chainsaw every time Chase asks her a simple question about her night. Brook Lynn jumps 10 feet in the air and acts super shady. Chase has been lied to before and he knows the signs. If this secret gets exposed, it is not just going to ruin their foster application. It is going to straight up detonate their entire marriage and send shockwaves through the entire Quartermain empire. Can you even imagine the headlines? Quartermain heiress flees scene, leaves deputy mayor for dead. It is going to ruin them. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Because if you thought the Quartermain drama was hot, we need to immediately pivot to the absolute dumpster fire happening in Carly's secret attic. You guys, Jack Brennan finally did it. He finally caught Carly and Valentine Cassadine together in the attic. I gasped so loud I think I woke up the neighbors. Brennan walked in, probably expecting to find some old winter coats or whatever, and instead, he finds the fugitive Valentine Cassadine looking entirely too comfortable in Carly's hidden space. The look of utter betrayal and fury on Brennan's face was cinematic gold. We all knew Carly was playing with fire by hiding her fugitive ex-lover right under the nose of the WSB director she was sleeping with. But seeing it actually blow up, genuinely iconic. Veering off for a second, can we just talk about the decor in that attic? Why does Carly's secret hiding spot look cozier than my actual apartment? The ambient lighting, the throw pillows, the little setup they have going on, it's very fugitive chic, and I am weirdly obsessed with the aesthetic. It genuinely looks like a Pinterest board for hiding international criminals. Anyway, snapping back to the main tea. So Brennan catches them right, and you would think he'd just pull out his WSB badge, slap the cuffs on Valentin, and drag him back to Steinmauer prison, where he belongs. But no, Brennan is not doing that. He is basically going full supervillain on us. Instead of arresting them on the spot, he decides to play the most twisted, cruel cat and mouse game ever conceived in the history of this show. He is keeping them trapped in their own paranoia, dangling Valentine's freedom over Carly's head like a shiny, terrifying toy. Brennan is deeply hurt, he is vibrating with anger, and he wants to watch them squirm. It is psychological warfare at its finest, and I am straight up terrified of what he's going to do next. He is basically holding all the cards and smiling while he slowly tortures them. Oh, and the blackmail. Besties. The blackmail is genuinely next level evil. Brennan tells Carly that he knows the absolute darkest secret about Anna Devane's recent mental breakdown. He reveals that it wasn't just some random trauma response. Ross Cullum was the one who orchestrated the entire gaslighting campaign against Anna. Yes. Cullum was the one wearing the Cesar Faison mask planting Faison's trademark cigarillos, leaving the copy of the crystalline conspiracy around Windermere and making Anna think she was completely losing her mind. Brennan drops this absolute nuke of information on Carly and says, "If you don't betray Valentine right now and hand him over to me, I am going to expose this Cullum secret to the world and Anna will be destroyed all over again." I am literally shaking. The sheer cruelty of using Anna's fragile mental state as a bargaining chip, Carly is now trapped in the worst dilemma of her entire life, which is honestly so unhinged considering her history of making terrible choices. She is completely torn right down the middle. On one hand, she has her fierce, unbreakable loyalty to Jason. Jason is currently rotting in WSB custody, taking the fall for Rocco Falconeri. And Carly needs Brennan's power and influence to save Jason and take down Cullum and Jen Sidwell. But, on the other hand, Her feelings for Valentine are getting deeper, messier, and more passionate by the second. She doesn't want to hand Valentine over to the wolves and watch him get locked away forever. But she can't let Jason suffer, and she definitely can't let Anna's trauma be exposed and exploited. Carly is legit, sweating bullets, pacing the floors, and I do not blame her one bit. She is completely boxed in, and don't even get me started on the vibes between Carly and Valentin right now. They are arguing, they are kissing, they are panicking. Valentine is intensely jealous of Brennan pacing around the attic like a trapped panther, demanding to know if Carly actually has feelings for the WSB director. Carly is furious that Valentine won't just listen to her and lay low. They are toxic, they are messy, and they are so deeply intertwined that they can't even see straight anymore. They thought they were the smartest people in the room playing Brennan like a fiddle, but Brennan just flipped the entire chessboard over. Because Brennan is a master manipulator, he doesn't just stop at blackmail. He starts feeding Carly and Valentin completely fake intelligence. He is dropping little breadcrumbs of lies, making them doubt each other, making them doubt their outside allies, and twisting their perception of reality. He is basically using his WSB resources to create a web of deceit that is designed to completely fracture Carly and Valentin's alliance from the inside out. And it is working. They start second guessing every single move. Valentine thinks Carly is setting him up. Carly thinks Valentine is going rogue. The trust is completely eroding, and the paranoia is bleeding out of that cozy little attic and into the streets of Port Charles. Because of these lies, Brennan is planting the criminal underworld, starts turning on itself. Factions are clashing. Mob bosses are getting paranoid, and everyone thinks there is a rat. It is leading to a literal bloodbath in the streets. A massive, bloody internal purges erupting in the Port Charles mob scene, with people taking each other out left and right, all because Brennan is pulling the strings from the shadows, like a chaotic, vengeful puppet master. He's letting the criminal element destroy itself, just to punish Carly and Valentin for making a fool out of him. It is brilliant, it is terrifying, and it is the best television I have seen all year. I'm calling it The Villain Arc is About to Go Nuclear. Brennan is not just going to stop at breaking Carly's heart or locking Valentine up. He is going to burn her entire world to the ground and laugh while he does it. And Brook Lynn, she is going to end up in handcuffs in front of her entire family while Tracy screams at Dante in the PCPD lobby, losing baby Phoebe forever. Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. Because there is absolutely no way anyone is walking away from this mess unscathed. I am genuinely going to need a support group to process all of this, besties, because my heart cannot take the stress. Keep your eyes peeled, because Port Charles is about to explode.